Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. So as you can clearly see, one of us is dressed for a fireside chat and one of us isn't. I apologize, it's a little warm in here, but hopefully we can keep you cool with some of the commentary. So we're going to start with 15 minutes of conversation with Spencer. Please, let's grab a seat.
I think just take opportunity to rephrase that statement. I think because we are low cost, so I need to make sure I maximize every opportunity to build my brand.
Touche, touche. Okay, Spencer, thank you so much. Maybe if we can start really with a bit of background, because you yourself have had an interesting journey with AirAsia over the last 10 years. Maybe you can just quickly tell us a little bit about your background with AirAsia.
Yeah. Sure. I think I've been with AirAsia for 11 years, and it's been a great journey to date. I'm still living my dream. I've always said this to my team and to everyone that I know. There's not many companies in the world that can give you opportunity like AirAsia. You know, what Tony and Dato' Din has created is really a dream. You know, working in AirAsia is like a dream house. It gives you the platform, gives you the ability to do something and contribute to the world. After 16 years of AirAsia, we are very happy that we continue to serve those unserved. We continue to expand our business. We fly to more exciting destinations. Many of it are unique. We make Malaysia, ASEAN, a smaller world. A good example, I just flew in from KL today. I'm here, and later I'll be going to Vietnam. So with AirAsia, really, you can actually have your breakfast in one country, lunch in one, and dinner in the other. So, and you know, with low cost, we just make the world a better place, a smaller place. You know, we empower everyone to fly, giving the power back to the people and let the people, you know, decide.
And inside that organization, your journey has been quite different, because I think it's gone from marketing into commercial. So do you want to just talk a little bit about that and that journey particularly?
Sure, I hope I won't bore all the audience. So I started my career in Asia as a marketing manager about 11 years ago. And I got an opportunity to work in a various departments, from the financial services and loyalty side to the group office side in terms of putting new product in place. Today I have my group head, Hassan. He's took over the role because I've done such a bad job in it. And now I'm heading the Malaysia commercial office. So basically, it's pretty much, I know I always say, our role is pretty much how can we empower more people to fly? How can we simulate demand? How can we make all of you, your flying experience better? So that is our core role, to continue to put the product out. So I move around from marketing to financial loyalty, from traditional marketing to now all the buzzword, digital, big data, you know. So those has been the last 11 years.
So it's quite a transforming career, I guess, from that perspective. Maybe now could I ask you, you've already started to talk a little bit more about the AirAsia brand, and particularly what you think it is about the AirAsia brand that makes it distinct and different for consumers.
I think, thanks for the question. I think let's take a step back. I know for AirAsia, we always believe that we want to do our best. We always say that, you know, if you believe in your own PR too much, if you believe in all the good things that people say about too much, then you're gone. So we always set our target very clearly. We have a very clear direction from our management, and we implement those. And we continue to stay humble and continue to build on our success. In Asia, it's not so much about why we are different. It's rather, I would say that because in Asia, we want to make a difference. We believe in transformation. We believe in being transparent. Our objective is very clear. We want to provide the most network out, not only just for ASEAN, but the whole Asia, hopefully soon the world. We want to continue to provide more low fare to, to encourage more people to fly. We want to make everyone's life different. And we all know that air connectivity is very important part of the economy, and it continues to drive everyone's life forward. I mean, it's just amazing 16 years ago. I don't think all of us can come to Singapore in such a short time or in an easy manner. You'll be paying a lot for your airfare and whatnot. So what sets us apart is we're very clear with our objective. We continue to serve the people, and we let the people decide That's why all our passenger, we do not call them passenger, but rather we address all of you as our guests. Because without the guests, there's no AirAsia.
Very true, and I guess a guest experience is very different to just like a classic passenger experience. You've started to talk also already just there about digital and its importance within your business. How, I guess, the airline industry has had transformation from a digital perspective for quite a long time, and the AirAsia business in particular. Could you tell us a little bit more about how digital has transformed the business and how it continues to transform the business moving forwards?
Okay, very interesting question. I think AirAsia's success story today is actually about the people, the talent, and also the technology. Imagine 16 years ago if someone were to ask you, hey, you want to fly? Log on to AirAsia.com and pay with your credit card. Most likely you will get a slap on the face or they say, yeah, right. But today, are we dare to say that after 16 years, most of ASEAN nights, we call the ASEAN population ASEAN nights, whether it's in Malaysia or Singapore or whatnot, especially when we started AirAsia a few years ago, your very first journey on e-commerce will be AirAsia.com. At least it's very true for Malaysian. So that is the beginning of e-commerce. Getting used to going online, self-service, remove all the costs, accessibility, pick what you want. And because of technology, we are able to provide more to everyone, to our guests. Because technology allows us to cut costs, put the right product in the market, provide the right service, flying experience, removing the middleman, give you the access to choose, to pick as and when you want to fly, what do you need. So technology is very important. And I do agree with the previous speaker. If today you are still talking about whether do you have a digital strategy or your mobile strategy, then I'm sorry, you are late. You missed the bus. The bus is moving on. Digital should be part of your strategy, should be part of your life. And we all should use the technology to embrace and to provide the best platform for you to sell your product.
And within that, how important a role is mobile now playing for you?
Very important. Our mobile apps, we are ever changing our mobile apps. We want to make sure that we provide the best platform, the best product. If I may, in the 70s, I'm not that old yet. They used to have a TV commercials that says that don't leave your home with a certain credit card. But I think right now is you better don't leave your home with your mobile. Because I know that you will go home if you left your mobile at home. So that is how important is mobile today. And mobile is definitely a very key channel for us.
And if I can sort of develop on from that to talk about internally inside the organization, how important are AirAsia's people to the product and the brand and the experience that customers have?
From day one, we are very clear. It's always the people. Internally, we have an amazing workforce. We have an amazing team. It's all about the people. And I'm a good example. If not because of my bosses, I would not be able to be here today as well. They gave us, the young people, the talent, the opportunity. And because of the people, because you have the right attitude, you have the right focus, you have the right direction, and of course, then you have a very clear policy. So with that, then you can move on with your business. Because if you can have the best platform in the world, if you don't have the right people, you get a half-baked product or strategy. Then people in the end of the day is to face your market, right? You sell a product, you sell a service. And because of technology and because of that, we can enhance the overall consumer journey and the flying experience. So we will say that both the people and technology, both are very important. They are critical to the business. And because of that also, it allows us to be very nimble and agile. We do change our strategy as and when we look at the data, and as and when we notice that the trend will be changing. And we take some risks in terms of making some forecast future expansion plan. Sometimes you cannot just overanalyze things because data is one thing, but you must remember another day you are still marketing to human being. You're not marketing to robot, at least for now. So we need to remain very focused and make decision and make sure that you make calculated risks. And to be honest with you, at least for our experience, the cost of failure is actually lower right now because of technology. Compared in the past, most of the things are very back and very manually driven. Of course, when you make a correction to your strategy or your cost structure, it's going to be very hard for you to move forward. But because of the ability of technology today, generally the costs are very low. And of course, you need to be very nimble and agile. If you're wrong, you make a mistake, apologize and move on. And recognize it. No point over-analyzing certain data. The data is there for you to assist you, to be a guideline and really to push. Because in the end of the day, the trend is a trend. You need to second guess it. It's as good as buying a lottery. But hopefully we continue to get the trend right.
Very good, very good. So we've talked a little bit about your team and the brand, and we've talked a little bit about technology. Maybe if we then talk about consumers and the AirAsia consumers. One of the themes that we've been hearing is around the importance for brands to try and empower their consumers and get consumers to play a part in growing the brand and transforming the brand. Tell us a little bit about what you see as AirAsia's consumers and particularly what it is about AirAsia consumers that makes them loyal to the AirAsia brand.
I think that's a spot-on question. I mean, AirAsia, most of our products and services today are basically from all of you, for all the comment that we've gotten from our guests from day one to now. There's a lot of examples from our in-flight meal. We're always constantly engaging with our guests. What do you want? How do you see a product? What new product do you want to see, to have, to experience? And we also do use a lot of our social media platform, our data to also engage. I think AirAsia is also one of the brands in the world that we do not remove any posting from our social media channel on the wall, even if it's a negative one, because we will continue to have it on, because we believe in transparency. We believe that if our guests, if people is paying for our service or flight with us, are willing to take the time to post it, to share with us, we will always value it, because there's no such thing as a bad comment. We will take all feedback and comments seriously. We also look at the feedback that we've gotten through the booking curve and whatnot. So it's very important, because in the end of the day, you can plan, but the product is being used by your consumer. So for us and for our guests, and we take all this feedback seriously, and we have always made decisions based on what we see on the data. And of course, you have the second guess, and because we are living in Asia, right? We don't have a single currency or single market or whatnot. But if you listen to your consumer, generally you will get it right. Because nowadays we always believe, for us, we give the power back to the people. Yeah.
So does that mean then you see slight differences in consumers between the different markets that you operate in?
Yes, you can say that. That some markets do behave differently. But generally for Asia, I would say that 81% are quite similar, but there are some pockets, or rather windows, that you do need to look into it and to provide the best solution for them.
Very good. If I can then just ask one final question to finish this part of the session. What would you say from a brand perspective is AirAsia's biggest challenge going forwards?
I think it's to stay true to our business model. Our management always have this very simple advice to us. Don't believe in our own PR too much. Always remain humble. If you start to think too much about our own publicity, then you're gone. And always remember, in the end of the day, it's the consumer, it's the people, it's all of you. And that's what made us always stand up. We're very focused. We always like to listen and give our best. And we have Malaysia, we have ASEAN. We are proud to be an ASEAN airline. We are proud to connect to a lot of destinations that is unique today. And we will continue to listen and do more and to be better. And that's why we always never shy away in giving free seat, right? Because free seat is the best way to open up the market. And then we put low fare, and of course we build the market together with everyone. Yeah.
It's fantastic to hear from a brand that obviously believes so much in its consumers, but also has a very sort of humble approach to the way that it approaches the market. That was a fantastic session. Can we just give Spencer a quick round of applause?
Thank you.